Hey Parafans, it's Paradon here. Welcome to the first installment of ParaNews. Sometimes, when I'm going through different articles, I see something that grabs my attention, and today I saw an article on ABC News, and I'll pop the link in below so that you can investigate this for yourself. It's really important that you check this stuff out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. And it's about a mysterious void that they've discovered within the Great Pyramid in Egypt. So the Great Pyramids at Giza, they were made like 4,500 years ago. They're one of the last remaining 7 wonders of the world still on the planet. And what scientists have worked out is how to use subatomic particles to basically x-ray the stone structure. So in the same way that you would go to the hospital and get an x-ray on your bones, works similar to that, but what this type of machine or x-ray machine picks up is the difference between high density and low density areas within the structure. So it's noticed, a fairly large void within the pyramid that hasn't been discovered before. We haven't made a discovery within the pyramids of a chamber since the 19th century, so this is pretty cool. It's about 30 meters, and it sits between 40 and 50 meters above the floor of the Queen's chamber. On this little visual that's popping up right now, it's the little peanut-shaped item that's on the map that you can see of the pyramid. Now, what's great about this is that it was verified by 3 separate research teams. So there's quite a few people researching the pyramids. So researchers from Japan, France, and Egypt all set out to map the internal structure of the pyramid, and they all came to the same conclusion that this space, this big void, is sitting there, and no one really knows what's in it. They are going to develop some tiny flying robots. Now, that's all it says. I'm thinking it's like a drone/robot. So I'm gonna coin the phrase now, drobot. Drobot? That's what we're gonna call it. So they're gonna send these drobots into the pyramid to further explore these areas. Now, this story isn't over. These guys all work here and have done for years. They're going to be exploring well into next year at least. And they've engaged a French roboticist to implement this flying robot that will basically fit within a 3-centimeter hole to explore these larger void areas. All this was undertaken by the Scan Pyramids team, and the Scan Pyramid team comprises of researchers, as I mentioned, from Japan, France, and Egypt, and they've set out to map the pyramid's internal structure in the hope of shedding light on how the pyramid was built. Before I do go today, guys, I just want to touch on something that's been doing the rounds that I've noticed over the last, almost week. On YouTube and within other major news outlets around the world. These grid patterns that have shown up in the Gobi Desert near China, people are speculating on them left, right, and center. Are they secret installations? Are they something that needs to be visible from space to send signals to someone in space? I just need to stop everybody right there. What they actually are satellite calibration patterns. So they're patterns that the satellites use to calibrate the cameras on board the satellites. So, probably the Chinese spy agency uses it. Definitely the US spy agency makes use of it as well. And it's just simply to calibrate the images that they take from outer space. That's it for today, Parafans. Hope you've enjoyed today's ParaNews. Shine on, you crazy diamonds. That's Paradon, over and out. Goodbye.